New York City has always been a love story between people, places, and the endless pursuit of a decent apartment. Somewhere between rent hikes and reality checks, that dream got evicted. As I sat in my overpriced apartment, sipping a $7 latte and scrolling Zillow like it was a dating app, I couldn't help but wonder, when did solitude become the new luxury brand? The Economist just answered that question with its third annual Carrie Bradshaw Index. The Carrie Bradshaw Index is looking at 100 major US cities and asking one simple question. Can the average worker actually afford to live alone? Using the classic 30% rule, which is don't spend more than 30% of your income on rent, they calculated what salary you would actually need to afford a studio apartment in each city. The result is a Bradshaw score. Above 1 means affordable, and below 1 means you better start looking for roommates. The bad news is that 41 cities are now unaffordable for solo living. That's up from 38 last year. And of course, New York is at the top of the list. To live like Carrie does in Manhattan, you need to make about $151,600 a year. And that's just to afford the average studio, which is $3,790 a month. But we all know New York is expensive, so the real story here is what's happening in the South. Texas cities that were affordable last year aren't anymore. Houston and Dallas both slipped below the affordability line. Austin's studio rents jumped 25% to $1,580 a month, meaning you'd have to make $63K and the median income is only $53K. Memphis saw the sharpest drop. Its Bradshaw score fell from 1.5 to under 1. Studio rents jumped from $745 to nearly $1,200 a month. It's not all bad news though. A few cities did actually become more affordable. Knoxville flipped from unaffordable to affordable. Phoenix, Tallahassee, Aurora, Colorado, they all improved. And for the second year running, Wichita, Kansas takes the crown as America's most affordable city. It's got a Bradshaw score of 1.75. That means the median income there is 75% higher than what's needed to rent a studio apartment. Sure, Wichita, Kansas doesn't have Manhattan's fashion scene or Austin's tech jobs, but you can afford your own place. And maybe in 2025, that's the real American dream. Or at least it's the Bradshaw dream. Later that night, as I was subscribing to the Hustle's daily free newsletter for more unusual business news, the city lights twinkling like distant possibilities out of my window, I realized something. Maybe independence isn't about the address on your lease. It's about knowing what you're willing to sacrifice for it. Some of us will pay a premium to be where the magic happens, or have roommates. Others will trade the skyline for square footage and peace of mind. And maybe that's the real lesson. In the end, we all have a Bradshaw score we're willing to pay. The only question is, what's yours?